Okay, let's go ahead and start creating our own new curtain wall system. So I'll close out of this one and I'll open up a new file, a new architectural template. And the first thing we're going to do is draw ourselves a little bit of wall. So I'm going to grab the wall tool and I'm going to drag down until we come to the curtain wall. And the curtain wall is set up nice because it doesn't have a mullion system. And right away I'm going to go to edit type and I'm going to duplicate it and give it a new name. So I'm going to call it curtain wall Rainscreen. And click OK on that. And I want to adjust, right now we have no grid set up. So I want to go ahead and change that grid system. So I'm going to go to a fixed distance grid system to start and a fixed distance both in the horizontal and the vertical direction. We'll make the tiles 4 foot long and we'll do the horizontal grid so they're 1 foot high. And I'll click OK. And what we'll do is, we'll connect it to level 2 right away. And we'll just draw a little bit of curtain wall. So I'll stretch this out and we'll take a look at this in the 3D view. Excuse me, I just bounced out. And I'm going to hit escape and go to view, 3D view, and we'll zoom in here. And you can see we already have what looks like a populated panel system, except there's no detail in it. It looks like Revit puts in the blank tile, just a glazed panel. So that's just appearing as glass. So the first thing we want to do now is actually import or load our family that will populate this panel system. So I'm going to go to Insert. I'm going to go to Load Family. And you're going to find this on Blackboard. But I'm going to have a file called parametric tile start, and I'll load that in, and nothing's going to show up obviously because we haven't really changed the parameter of our curtain wall. So I'll go ahead and select our curtain wall, and I'm not sure if that screen showed up for you. It might have showed up on my other screen, so let me actually do that again. Sorry for that. I'm going to go to Load Family. It didn't show up, and I'll drag this over so you can see it. And I have parametric tile start, and like I said, that'll be placed on Blackboard for you to grab. And I'll go ahead and open that. Oops. And once that's in, we can actually now repopulate our curtain wall. So I'm going to go ahead and select the curtain wall Rainscreen and go to edit type, and then where it says curtain panel, I'm going to go to scroll down here until we can find the curtain wall Rainscreen. And oops, I selected the exact same thing that it's called. I've got to find the actual parametric tile, I'm sorry. And hit apply. And if you look behind, you'll see they're all populated now with that. And I'll go to rendering this. I'll go ahead and realistically render this so you can see what's there. We're really looking at the installation currently. On the graphic display options, what I'll do is I'm going to get rid of these edges, the barriers between those, so it looks more realistic. All right, so we're missing our tiles, and there's a couple of ways we could get that. Right now they're selected to none in the actual family element. So I'm going to tab out to that so we can make a change to that. So I'm going to grab one of the curtain panels and I'm going to go to edit the family. That's going to open up that family file. And first thing I want to do is go to the properties. And you'll notice I've already created those void extrusions and they're all turned off at this point. The moisture barrier is on, but the show flat tile is not on. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. Click apply, OK. And I'm going to load that back into the project. And I'm going to overwrite not only the existing version, but its parameter values, which is the one I just changed. And there we have all of our tiles populating that. So in the next clip, we'll talk about this idea of making a modified tile and the idea of how we can create visual visibility parameters, so we can make certain shapes visible and certain shapes invisible through the software.